everybody, it's Happy Monday. It's Tanya Mark, Mind, Body, Nutrition, and Dynamic Eating Psychology Coach. And today on Tea with Tanya, I want to explore, do you have a healthy relationship with food? And why does it matter? Well, I want you to really think about this. Think about food. You were born eating, and you're going to eat until the day you die. And you're going to be eating 3 or more times a day. So it's really important to have a healthy relationship with food because it's a part of every single day of your life. So let's go ahead and explore this a little bit. And this is my favorite question that I love to ask my clients. So here it is. If food were a person, would food want to be your friend? So if food were a person, would food want to be your friend? And I'd love for you to answer that question below on this video. And I want you to answer, like, why would food want to be your friend? Or why wouldn't it want to be your friend? So look at it from that perspective. And then this might also help you really understand your relationship with food is, how would you feel if you were 100% at peace with food, your body, and your whole self? So answer those questions below this video. But I'm going to tap into a couple of the answers that I commonly hear from some of my clients. And one is, hey, thumbs up, back to you too. One is that, I wish I just didn't have to think about food so much. If I could just take a pill, like a magic pill, and get everything that I need, that would be ideal. So really what we're looking at here when somebody answers the question that way is that they just don't really have time. Like, you don't have time for your friends. You don't have time for food. And, that is super, super common these days. Just look at all the convenience foods out there. Look at all the food delivery services. So some of these things are great, like we do need convenience, and these food delivery services can be wonderful. But we sometimes need to kind of look at how much nourishment and how much priority are we giving to our nourishment. Is it more of an afterthought? Is it something that we just want to get over with? So that's one thing, is exploring your relationship with time, okay? Because a lot of times when we don't have time for food, we need to look a little bit deeper at, what are we saying yes to and what are we saying no to? Okay, so here's another one. And do you lean on food too much to fulfill things that it can only temporarily fulfill? Okay, so all of us can be called emotional eaters to some aspect. We'll use food to try and fulfill certain emotions. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. The thing that I like you to notice though is that, are you leaning on food too often? Okay, like it's happening. I mean, if it happens here and there, it's not a big deal. But if you start to find that you're leaning on food to fulfill, you're feeling lonely or you're bored, or heck, you just need that glass of wine and that chocolate every single day because it's the one, little bit of pleasure that you get when you get home from work and you just need to relax. We do these things from time to time. It's no big deal. But if you find that you're really leaning on foods or drinks to fulfill certain emotions that it can only temporarily fulfill, we want to look a little bit deeper and see how you can fulfill those emotions in other ways, okay? So here's another one, the third piece. Do you feel, anxious around food or worried or stressed? Are you perfectionist around food, like super rigid, too many rules, you're no fun, your friends think you're no fun? So that's something to explore too, is if you feel like you're really stressed and rigid and really being perfectionist around food, you're going to want to improve that relationship, right? Why? Why do we want to improve our relationship with food? So that we can feel 100% at peace with food, our body, and ourselves, because it's a relationship that we're going to have our entire lives. So it's really worth it to put some time and effort into how can you improve your relationship with food. So some of you who are watching might say, hey, I'm a healthy eater, so I have an awesome relationship with food. So healthy eating is wonderful, but I want you to also notice your approach to healthy eating. Is it relaxed? Are you too rigid? Is it affecting your relationships when you go out to eat with friends and family? Start to notice some of these dynamics. And then if you do have a great relationship with food where you feel like you just feel really comfortable around food and your body and your whole self, I'd love to hear from you as well. Please, please, please post, your response below this video, because the world needs more of us that have a relaxed, healthy, positive, non-rigid relationship with food. And, our relationship with food is more than what you eat. Absolutely, we need to be eating quality foods, but we need to be also noticing how we eat, when we eat, why we eat. These are some powerful dynamics in the mind-body nutrition world, and they can have a huge impact over your overall health beyond just what you're putting in your mouth, So take a look at your relationship with food today. Maybe pull out a piece of paper, jot down some notes on a journal entry, or even better, like I said, post them below, because I'm going to answer your questions. If you post your response below, I'm going to give you some little, coaching and some feedback as to some things that you might want to explore if you feel like you could have a little bit healthier relationship with food. So I'm Tanya Mark here in gorgeous Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Have an amazing day. It happens to be kind of snowy and cool here in Jackson Hole, but you know what? It's Monday and I'm going to make it marvelous, and I want you to do the same as well. Have a great day.